Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Yo, man. Hey, man, check it, man. Boss Talk 101 tapping in, man. Hey, I had to get on here this morning, man. I had seen this yesterday, but I couldn't wait to get back on here, back to the hub, I'll call it, to talk about this one, man. Snoop Dogg is going to call himself, I guess he's going to do a deal with Trump on the crypto ball performance raising. Pretty much they decided to do a performance together, and a lot of his fans are not trying to hear it. A lot of people are saying, how could he betray the people like this, or why would he do this, trying to celebrate this Trump the way he is. I'm gonna read a little bit of the article here. It says that Snoop Dogg up and coming performance at Trump's affiliated event has surprised fans, given his past criticism of the former president. On Friday, West Coast rap legend Snoop Dogg's announcement that he would be performing at the Crypto Ball, an event hosted by Donald Trump affiliated with Davis Sachs, took many by surprise. Alongside him, rapper Nelly is also set to take the stage. The news sparked shock, confusion, and frustration among fans, with many struggling to understand why these artists would align themselves with an event tied to Donald Trump. Guys, and this is not the first time we've seen something like this happen, but I had to call in because I know OG, he'll have something to tell me about this. OG Pyru, because he up there on the West Coast. What's going on, man, with Snoop?
There we go. We all America. Ain't it beautiful?
Huh?
Ain't it beautiful? The choice that you can make in America is the most wonderful thing in the world.
What?
What do you mean? What is the problem?
A lot of people, well, it was years ago that Snoop had evidently said something that was kind of contrary to this, and he's on film saying it. But with the crypto thing, it brings a lot of eyes on this, and it pretty much makes it to where it's a lot of people aligning, including Nelly. So it's tough, man. But people are saying they're not liking this, Snoop. They support you, but not on this.
The people that are always complaining, they're doing nothing in the world anyway. I just had a Negro earlier today that I've been knowing this lady for years, and she says some derogatory stuff about Donald Trump and Elon Musk, but these is old people that haven't made their way in America. They haven't done anything. Haven't proved himself at all. This man is the president. He's the number one in the nation now, getting ready to change the world. Do you remember a man named Ice-T?
Of course, I interviewed him.
Okay, and Ice-T, he said something about police killer, right?
Yeah, cop killer, yeah.
Right, cop killer. And turned right around. They made him a cop, right?
Well, he's acting. What are you saying?
And it made him a cop, bro.
He's acting. That is an acting role. He gets paid to do that.
He was acting like he was a cop killer because he ain't never killed a cop.
No, but at the end of the day, he's basically just acting and playing a role. We know that can happen.
Snoop is still playing a role.
No, if Snoop goes to this crypto ball and performs, then it's pretty much in conjunction to say, hey, we support what Trump has got going.
It has to be, there's a saying, either you bend or you break. So you're going to bend, bro, because ain't anybody going to break. But all of these people that are contrary to what's going on, it's the way of the people. This is what's happening in America. And you have nobody complaining about it, but people that aren't helping it anyway. So I applaud Snoop for being mad enough to say, well, okay, this is the winning team. Let me get on. Donald Trump been contributing to the rap industry way before he was a president.
Wait a minute. I knew you were gonna go there, man. But it's still he's also been sued for racism and all type of stuff as well. So there's two sides to that coin.
Wait a minute. What racism has he been sued?
It was a case that he got sued on where for racial discrimination a while back. I have to look it up, but it definitely happened.
Okay, you better look it up because it definitely didn't happen because he hired some
Wait a
other
minute.
black
He
people.
hired blacks, and I get it, but he's about his money too. So he know he need people to
It's
make
all
money.
and all white America's about their money. They
Yeah.
don't. There's no so. Look, we've been in every war from the beginning of the landing of the Plymouth Rock. Blacks in America, we've died, we've shed blood, and we don't own one state. Out of 50 states, all the bloodshed that's been going on with Black America, and we haven't demanded that white America give us at least one state, not a city. So don't complain about Trump. Complain about the other 45, 47 presidents that you haven't done anything with. So go on and be blacklist in America and keep on crying and whining about Trump. And he's going to keep on doing what he's doing. He's still the 1%er, and we're the 99%ers that are losing.
Well, all I'm saying is, and you got to hear me on this, OG. There's been a lot of division in America behind the election, behind the president. You know, when they stormed up there in Washington, there's been a lot of division. Don't you think it's high time that we wait? Don't you think it's high time that we start trying to come together instead of be so divided?
Well, that's what this is what Snoop doing, come together. When they stormed Washington, what did blacks have to do with that? They went to white America, to the white Capitol at white. They didn't go across the tracks and go to Howard University. They didn't go to Northwest 15th. They were right in a white community, white civil rights. Blacks didn't have a dog in that fight. And you so liberated and you so emotional and you crying, ain't our house burning, Captain? Our house is burning. We sick, boss? No,
See, and
we're
that,
not.
and but see, now that's where you got it wrong, man. A lot of black people contributed. A lot of black people contributed to building the White
What?
House. They built a lot of this stuff. They had
They built it, but
they
when did we
built
get
it. They
born?
they 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 put a lot into it. So at the end
Listen
of the
here.
day, we can't develop outside of the situation that we're in.
Wait a minute. You're not in any. You're in a situation, and you haven't been played fair on this field at all.
I
And
agree.
you're continuously crying about something that you won't take back, that you earn. It's not something that is supposed to be given to you. An American has unalienable rights. You have the right to pursue happiness. Well, why would they have to have a civil rights bill if you're an American? So quit crying. Let Snoop do his thing. He's the number one rapper on the West Coast, other than Kendrick. Kendrick can't go into the ball, but Snoop has to go.
Well, one thing I can say, man, I don't. It supposed to happen last night, if I'm looking correctly, at the. It was a crypto ball, and Donald Trump was being honored as well, in Washington D.C. I hadn't heard nothing of it. I did look it up. I'm trying to figure out if he did go up there. A lot of people really would be upset. I don't know if they'll continue to
They
support
ain't gonna
Snoop.
be. Negroes be upset. You stay upset for 90 days and you move on to something else. We've been upset all of our lives, and it haven't had any progress at all. Move on. Get what we get. Let's get a piece of land. Let's own some black land.
I agree
That's
with
what we
that.
need to.
I agree with
So
that.
anything that we can do to get us something separate from having to borrow. Everybody comes in this country, every other race comes in this country and builds. We build up and get nothing for it. So if Snoop understands what he has to do, it's just like my main concern right now is this lady Fannie Willis. Since you're talking about, let's talk about Fannie, that had the YSL case, and white America set her up, the Georgia, set her up to file charges on Donald Trump. Now that Donald Trump's president, white America got her out and they got her up against it. And she's going to prison.
Oh,
That's
wait a
what she
minute, wait a
got.
minute. Donald Trump is a known felon as well, and you got to understand.
Me too. Me too.
But Fannie and
Fannie's
him,
going to
you
jail.
think? So what are you saying? You think they're going to come for Fannie now? And
Fannie, they at Fannie. Fannie then got suspended. She then got The judge is demanding right now that she give up all the information of her love life and why she paid. They wouldn't ask no white person about that. And where are all these Negroes that are so upset? Why ain't they backing Fannie? You got a couple of them trying to scream about it, but it's non-productive. Fannie is sitting up on the chopping block by herself, and she still thinks she white. And as soon as this inauguration is over, Fannie will be getting federal charges. Fannie is going to prison, and her boyfriend is getting ready to tell on.
Come on, OG. Let me go back to Snoop one time before we get off here, guys. You heard what OG said about Fannie. You hear him backing Trump and supportive of Snoop performing, and I guess everybody else, Nelly as well. And he just want us to just, pretty much forget about everything that has happened in the past.
I want you to remember what we haven't done in the history. I don't want you to forget about nothing. I want you to take advantage.
No, I'm talking forgetting about the stuff that happened with Trump back in the days, and boys up there in New York at that park and all that. You want us to forget about that?
I don't care. Don't forget, you didn't do anything when it happened.
Well, guys, get in the comments. Let us know, man. What do you feel, man? Do you agree with OG Pyru about Trump and his basically and Snoop and them getting together at the crypto ball? Or do you feel like Snoop should not be a part of what Trump got going? Get in the comments. Let us know. This is Boss Talk 101 Reviews, where the bosses talk.
Bosses talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.